Splatoon 2 is dead. Just kidding, it's doing fine for now, but as with all games, it has a finite life cycle. So whether you're brand new to Splatoon 2 because it was on sale, or are a veteran player picking up the game again to prepare yourself for Splatoon 3, here is your bucket list, the end things to do before you drop Splatoon 2. And this list is gonna be kind of variable depending on your interest and how much you're willing to go into sweaty tryhard mode, so I'll give each thing a little rating for you, like E for everyone, T for tryhard, and M for mega tryhard. Do these ones now, because they're gonna be gone in the next generation. Let's start with the simplest one of all, the one that most of you have ignored, and that is the Freshness Meter for Turf Wars. You can see it in the upper right hand corner, and even though I love using the Clash Blaster, it is a very dry Clash Blaster. You don't even see the Freshness Meter when looking at the weapons, so many of you probably don't even know that the Freshness Meter exists, or don't bother paying attention to it because you don't bother playing Turf War. Well, here are your Freshness Meter related to-dos. The simplest one is to get your favorite weapon to Super Fresh. So to get the Super Fresh, you need to have a score of 15 points to win. You get 1 point per victory, and it's Super Fresh Silver. Now you can also aim for Super Fresh Gold, which requires a score of 50 to reach, and you're gonna have a pretty high win-loss ratio to get to that one. The final one is to get all of your weapons to Super Fresh, just normal Super Fresh, not Super Fresh Gold. That would just be absolutely insane. I don't know what the heck would go after M, but that's the tier you would go to if you're trying to get all your weapons to Super Fresh Gold. No, I'm just saying all your weapons to normal Super Fresh. Now, I know what you're thinking, Mr. Games, I don't care about Turf War. This is not the intriguing, high-intensity gameplay I have come here for. I prefer to play ranked modes. Give me something more fun to do. And to you, kind sir, I say, it's time to take a lesson from Pokemon and start getting them badges, because oh boy, has Sheldon made something fun for you. In terms of weapon badges, the easiest thing to do is to get your favorite weapon to a silver badge. Now that's gonna require you to ink 1 million points of turf. The points, you can actually see them in a game. It's the actual turf you're covering with the weapon. It's in the upper right corner. So currently I have 409 points, and when this match is over, I will get those 409 points. Now the nice thing about this point meter is that you can actually fill it up while you're doing your turf war things, but if you don't care at all about turf war, these also fill up during ranked matches, league matches, panic splashdowns, and also, the best part, during private battles. You could just go and play private battles with your friends and still get points for your weapon. The next tier of difficulty is to get a weapon of each class to red badge. Now, red badge requires you to have 100,000 points of ink turf. This is gonna be easier for some weapons than it is for others. Now, sadly, you cannot sort by weapon badge progress. However, this is something you can see in the Splatoon 2 app, if you have the app. But yes, just get one weapon of each class. So there's a total of 44 different weapon classes. If you want to make it like a tween kind of thing, you could just get one of each super class. So like you'd get one bucket to red badge, and one shooter to red badge, and one blaster to red badge. You can do that. But the reason I say get one of each weapon class, one of each of the 44 weapon classes, because normal sloshers play kind of different than the sloshing machines, which play kind of different than the blobbers, which play kind of different than the exploshers. This was supposed to go to the tri-slosher, but it just changed the page. So if you really want to get to experience all of the weapons that Splatoon 2 has, I highly suggest getting a red badge on each of the 44 weapon types. Next up is to get a red badge on every weapon. Have fun if you want to do that one. I'm sticking with the rated T for this one. And in case you are absolutely insane and a competitive player, you're really good at this game, you really like this game, you have picked a main that you're really good at, then try to get a gold badge on your main. I'm not even anywhere close to a gold badge on my main. It's when you reach 10 million points of ink turf with that weapon. If you have at that point, you should really consider making a guide on how to use that weapon and post it on YouTube or Twitter or Reddit or something, because at that point you're absolutely a master of that weapon, and I want to hear from you because I don't know how to use half these weapons. So you all gold badge holders, please teach me the secrets of the squeezer. For this next one, I gotta make sure this is even open up. In terms of Salmon Run, the simplest goal you could aim for is to reach professional rank. Now, if you're already in professional, the next best thing for you to aim for is to run into a max hazard wave and win the max hazard wave. I'm currently at professional 200, so a very low risk of running into max hazard. I believe the way the max hazard calculation works is if the total professional points of everyone in the lobby reaches above 2400. So getting into a max hazard is a lot easier if you're playing with friends. And if you like to play your game as a ultra mega sweaty super duper try hard, We're gonna wipe, aren't we? Then the next best thing you could do, and I don't know why you would even remotely try to do this, is to reach the maximum possible professional rank, which is professional 999. At the highest rank at a reset, you're gonna start at professional 400. So you're gonna have to net yourself about 600 points. You get 20 points per win. Oh, how do I do the math? Each run takes about 7 minutes to do, so it'll take you about several hours. Good luck! It's not worth it. Mr. Grizz will not give you a special reward. Remember, you are a part-time employee. There is no union. What else are we complaining about? He doesn't pay enough. There's no benefits. The only reward is you knowing that you did the thing. You maxed out Salmon Run. Anyways, that's it for the Salmon Run stuff. Now I want to leave this lobby, but I can't. I'm stuck here. If you guys are enjoying this list and would like to see more content from me for Splatoon 3, be sure to subscribe and like and comment. Tell me how many of these you've already done, how many of them you plan to do, any other things for people to do that I forgot to mention here. Are we gonna wipe? This is the one time I actually want us to wipe though. Now that you're done working for Mr. Grizz, barely getting any payment, he literally pays us in these gacha pods, which include money, tickets for money, and gear. That's the next thing for you to do. Your gear. Before you're done with the game, I highly suggest you build up your gear set, whatever your gear set is. This is my gear set that I use for generic playing, and maybe you have a more optimized gear set, like perhaps you run speed 10 umbrella for some reason. Maybe that's your thing. Anyways, once you have your gear setup ready, there's something cool you could do if you do have amiibos. You could save your gear set to an amiibo. If you don't have an amiibo to save your gear set to, just screenshot it. You'll find it eventually. The other thing you could do with your gear is to get a pure of every ability on every clothing item. The reason I say this is because when you come back to the game, it's very easy to just mix and match. So let's say I like run speed, here's my sub saver, and then just get back and play the game. And you know you're gonna revisit Splatoon 2. You know we're gonna be like, oh, this is Splatoon 2's birthday. Let's everyone play Splatoon 2. All your favorite Splatooners are like, alright gamers, we're gonna play Splatoon 2 for charity. Also, just running pures of everything is hilarious. Do I need all this MPU? No, but I have all this MPU, and I will destroy you with my bamboozler. Oh, there's squid beats. That's a thing that exists. For squid beats, easy task is to just play one squid beats. It's a nice way to enjoy the music. I don't even see the option to push the buttons. Squid beaters, I'm sorry gamers. You just play through one of these, or you do what I do, which is you set the level to none and just vibe to the music. I believe there's like a silver and a gold. So rated T is you get silver in all the musics. Rated M is you get gold in all the musics. Maybe you're into rhythm games. I'm not into rhythm games. Have fun. How do I leave? How do I leave? How to panic? I pushed all the buttons. Okay, you have to pause the music and only then can you leave. Finish the single player. You know who you are. You're at X rank and you still haven't beaten up Octavio. Go beat up Octavio right now. Also, while you're still here, there's this thing where if you complete all the stages with one specific weapon type, you unlock the hero variant of that weapon type. So you might as well just play through all the stages with all the weapons so you can have unlocked all of the weapons in the game. Yay! By the time you complete all the Sector 1 through Sector 5 stages with just one weapon, that's the same amount of time you could have used to play through Quest, so that's a pretty big trade-off. I understand if you don't want to do this. I too would rather play Quest. So if you have purchased Octo Expansion and you have completed Octo Expansion, means you can play with Octolings. And in the app, there's actually a amount of points you can ink as an Inkling, as an Octoling. Try to max out both. As you can see, I don't have the Octoling one done because people complain to me about, well, you're playing as an Octoling. Each of these stages have different weapons you can complete them with. So your next task is to complete all the stages with all the available weapons. The only thing this unlocks is a little sticker on this interface that I don't have unlocked, because am I gonna do that? I'm not that bored. I have other games to play, but you, if you are, now you know what to do. Okay, now I think we've absolutely covered everything, including eating the cereal. I'm kidding, do not eat the Krabby cereal. Once you're done with everything, come on over here and make a post. The Plaza Posts are one of my favorite things about Splatoon. I'm recording this on Friday the 15th. That's not a 15. Make a post. Be one of these guys. Whether you're posting about Among Us, don't post Among Us. Or whether you want to be in the same place as your local FBI agent, Cephalorock, just say hi, draw a picture, comment about the day day of the month it is. Why do we only do this for Friday the 13th? Why can't we get excited for like Thursday the 4th or something? And I think that about covers everything you could and should do in Splatoon 2 before you drop the game. Now if you excuse me, I have some sea snails to grab from Judd, and subscribe.